All right, I think we're live. I think when the little eyeball pops up, I think we go live. And we have 0.0 viewer.
Three. Hi.
Three! Ha ha ha.
Hey,
Hey
Jason.
guys.
Jason with the poo shot. Oh, I just got a notification. We went live.
Yeah.
What's up, Brian?
Ryan.
Hey, Zoe, did you make the post?
Mm,
That would be a negative. The Merce sausage.
Hi, Mike.
So, as people are filing in, I'll tell a quick story. And actually, we'll do a little tie in with this past weekend. So, Merce Sausage and our friend Brian Carpenter, who, if you've been to the club before, you have seen we have flyers up that are for a GoFundMe to help him recover some money that was stolen from him. Anyway, they were at the club this past weekend for Sexy Buns and Kilts. And last month, at the end of August, was Mike Mercer's birthday on August 31st. So we went in and we're having this conversation with some friends, and the subject of Merce sausage came up, or the name Merce sausage. And his friend says, "Oh, well, you're the first one to call him that." And I remember thinking in my head, no, that I heard that before. So on Saturday, I asked Mike the question. I said, "Did I coin the phrase Merce sausage, or did somebody call you that prior to that?" And he said, "No." He says, "You actually called me that at the Midwest Couples Fest, which was a hotel party we did, where Mike met Brian for the first time. And I named Merce sausage that night, and he wrote it on his name tag. So he was Merce sausage the whole weekend."
That's great.
So what's up, Amy?
hello.
Hi, Amy. Hello, Jason.
Yeah, who else we got buzzing in here?
Zoe.
There's Zoe.
Hello, Zoe. Hi, Adrian.
Adrian. So as people are filing in here, we went to P-Town last night.
Hi, Rachel.
Yeah,
Hello.
Rachel.
What'd you go to P-Town for?
Actually, Zoe should probably speak on it because they go on a pretty regular basis. I've only been a couple of times.
So, some of you may remember Scarlett. She performed here not too long ago with Calypso, me, and then other Zoe. But she typically hosts Mom's Basement, which is an amateur open mic. Typically drag, but other talents are welcome. Competition show. And last night was her last night hosting it, so we went out to support Scarlett. She was wearing a gorgeous tablecloth that was like duochrome. It was amazing.
You said a tablecloth.
It was. She said that it was made from a tablecloth that was donated to a high school theater department for
That's
the rendition
awesome.
of Cinderella.
That's awesome.
It was actually a great show.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it.
It really was.
I can't say that there was an act that I was like, like keep practicing, but it was really good. I for an amateur, like I would not have said that was an amateur show.
Nice.
So
Tuesdays are not easy nights in the week for me to get out into the city and do stuff.
Of course.
I live a little bit far away, so
Yeah. But there were a few body shoppers there also, so that was nice to see people out there supporting. So number one, supporting P-Town, and then also supporting Scarlett on what is assumed to be their last night hosting. I think that's always up for debate. Jason, I think we're about 80% going to DC Exotica. So it's a 3.5 hour drive. If anybody else is interested in doing a day trip to Exotica, we're going to spend probably the weekend, but it's in December. come visit us at Exotica in DC.
That sounds like fun.
Hopefully.
When is the DC one? You said in December? Early December?
Yeah, it's like the first weekend in December.
Okay, cool.
So, maybe we'll make it a work trip. We'll shut down. I don't think so. Oh, what's up, Sarah Sue? Sarah, I think, is one of our newer members now. Maybe
What's that?
Sarah Sue.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my live stream.
My Alexa's making funny noises.
Usually it's my butt making funny noises. So,
Yes, we are very excited, Sarah.
oh yes, okay,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
That's why
Sorry.
the name was familiar.
Yes. Welcome, Sarah. What's up, Jason Price? How are you, bub?
Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Yeah, I think so. Zoe's asking the question about whether or not we're going to do the quiz quiz. No, what do you call it?
Joke? Dad joke?
Well, does it
trivia.
have to be a dad joke? And maybe I can do trivia. Can I do trivia?
Whatever your heart desires.
Let's call it trivia.
Okay, so if you stick around to the live stream. So last week, we were a little late in the in the live stream. So we did the Zoe last week did a dad joke, and if you got it right, we were giving away $5 worth of Body Shop points. So because nobody got it last week, we're gonna do. I have a trivia question that I'm going to ask at the end of the show, and if you get it right, the first one to get it right, will get $10 worth of Body Shop points, assuming you're a member.
Jason is asking where Mary Lou is tonight, G.
Oh, hey, Mary Lou, did you want to come up? Oh, no, she's busy.
I'm pretty sure Mary Lou is visiting her mom for her next birthday, I believe, which is not underneath G's desk. The party was not held there. So happy birthday, Mary Lou's mom.
Yes, if you know what, I was going to text Mary Lou and tell her she's probably watching. Hopefully, she's got it on her earbuds.
I don't know your name, but I've been affectionately calling you Mama Mary Lou all day.
I call her Mama Rosa.
Mama what?
Mama Rosa.
Mama Rosa.
Yeah. Teresa Blackburn has a question. They're asking whether or not, I'm assuming the club is LGBTQ friendly for women.
Absolutely. We have a wonderful variety of members, some from the LGBTQ walk of life and some that aren't, but all are accepting of whatever lifestyle you choose to live.
We do have a few same-sex couples as well. We've talked a little bit about this, and I think we touched on it either last week or the week before. The question about what the club is and who is our audience. And first and foremost, it's for people who are interested in ethical non-monogamy or kinks or BDSM or various aspects of alternative relationships.
Yeah.
First. The rest of that is inconsequential, and that can be, heteronormative couples. It could be same-sex couples. It can be queer couples. It can be singles, trans, doesn't matter. If you're into ethical non-monogamy and you're interested in that, then this is the place for you.
Yeah.
And we openly allow that stuff. Actually, I just heard a story today. Somebody told me about they had traveled to another club in Pennsylvania. I'm just going to say it's on the east coast or east side of Pennsylvania. And the proprietors of said club made it very clear that male interactions were not permitted, or that if you were a bisexual male, that you were discouraged from attending. Of course, female bisexuality was perfectly okay. And this is somebody we know very close, and they said it was just a very awkward, icky feeling.
I can imagine. It sounds awful.
Yeah. And, that's one of the reasons I was talking to them after they said that. It's one of the reasons we're putting together the Safer Place Spaces directory, so that when people are searching for places to go, they can find places where things like that are acceptable.
Yeah.
We
all want a space to feel comfortable and accepted. And, we work really hard to provide that for everybody here at the club. And with Safer Place Spaces, hopefully we'll be able to offer some insight to other places for people who are traveling.
Right. And we have a couple of clubs that have reached out recently, outside of our specific area, that are interested in coming into the program also. Apparently, and I've just learned this over the weekend, there are other club owners watching what we've been doing, and seem to like the direction that it's going. They don't feel it's overly, what's the word I'm looking for? Not too drastic. It's just really basic stuff that makes sense, that really all clubs should be participating in. So yeah, we've got some new clubs coming online here soon.
I'm excited.
Jason Price says being an ally is not a la carte. I think meaning you can't really pick and choose when you want to be supportive, and we agree.
Yeah.
Our prices are gender neutral. It's per person, not per genitalia.
Yeah, and just to be clear, yeah, I definitely hear the static too, Melissa. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
We always have technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. Okay. Let me see. I think did it go away? Maybe it's me. Is it me? Hello.
I'm sorry. I meant to mute you, and I accidentally took you off the screen.
That's okay. What is up, Ronnie? Ronnie's pulling a Jason.
Hi, Ronnie.
Jason says I look like Evan Stone. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to get my hair cut in now in less than a week. I don't know how I feel about that statement. How about now, Melissa? I know, Jason. I mean, I get it. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm taking it as a compliment. I'm sure you weren't trying to compare me to somebody disgusting. I hope. So Ronnie, I talked to Ronnie today. He's in Fort Lauderdale, putting together the, basically the entertainment aspect of splash parties, splash takeovers. This is their last event of the year this weekend, and I'm pretty sure it's sold out. But Ronnie's down there working it, so I'm not sure if he's DJing. I don't want to assume he was DJing. I know he's at least doing the audio and stuff. So. Thanks, Jason. The only thing that's missing between him and I is definitely the body. So huge disparity there. So anyway. Oh, Ronnie is DJing. Speaking of Ronnie DJing, he'll be coming in for Halloween this year.
He will. We were just talking about you today.
We were talking about all those ridiculous lights he's been sending here.
Yes.
Not ridiculous.
Ronnie is the headliner.
Hey, so I'm just curious, is being the headliner, is that like sexual in any way? I was joking with Ronnie. I said, so I'm getting ready to answer the question, Ronnie. Actually, I told Ronnie that we didn't talk about all the lighting that's being set up, and then I said, oh, I just figured it out. I think you finally heard about my head game.
Why is it called a dental dam and not a headliner? Why is it called a dental dam and not a headliner?
Because dykes use it. Oh.
Question.
Listen, I'm willing to call it a headliner from now on.
Headliner.
And where do you land on the whole headliner versus dental dam?
6 of one, half dozen of another.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Does anybody in the audience know that reference? Sherilyn. Ask Sherilyn if she knows 220, 221, whatever it takes. Let's see if anybody knows it. I bet you Zoe might.
220, 221,
No.
whatever it takes.
No.
No dice. Sherilyn's cheating.
Let's see. I'm going to see if anybody knows it. Ronnie has to know it. Ronnie, if you don't fucking know this one, I don't know if we can continue to be friends. I still give you good head for the lights and everything, but is that considered prostitution technically?
Sherilyn said, now that I know, I don't find it funny.
Isn't he from Pittsburgh? Right. Well, listen. Yes, thank you, Zoe. If you had to look it up, shame on you. I can't believe Ronnie doesn't know that.
I couldn't have told you.
No, I know you.
I had to look it up too.
Yeah. No, I mean this in the most respectful way, but Zoe, you weren't even a consideration at that point. I mean, again,
you're not wrong.
No, I'm 100% right. I just call it like it is. And, listen, Melissa, I think there is a manner of intent versus how it just unfolds. Right? I mean, okay. That said, we go to dinner, right? I buy dinner, we go dance, I buy your drinks, whatever, we go home and have sex. That's an exchange technically of goods for goods and services. Is it not?
I think everyone just has a fin-dom kink. To what extent is to them, but we all got a little fin-dom kink, right?
Listen, for some people, it feels good giving that way also. Meaning, when Mary Lou and I were first dating, even though I was fat, busted, broke, I still insisted on paying for everything. That was part of how, I don't know, my love language, how it felt good or whatever. And, Mary Lou just happened to be really good at sex. So, I'm kidding. Yeah, a little bit. I saw that, and we definitely got to fix that. Amy says everything in this life is a quid pro quo. I don't care how you spin it. Not a damn thing in this world is free. Air is free. No, Jason, definitely not a quid pro quo. We're not talking about quid pro quo. We're just talking about the general how things unfold.
But it's not like there's a certain price point where like intimacy is guaranteed.
Right, exactly. But so you
Yeah.
choose to, if after that dinner date or whatever, you feel that there's a great connection and you decide that that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. You don't just do it with random strangers on the street. I mean, walking down the street, like, hey, I really feel like fucking somebody today. Let's go in a corner and do it. Could that happen? Has it happened? Probably, but that's not common. There's
I mean,
sort of courting.
the way I look at it is I literally charge someone $15 for mansplaining makeup to me today. So,
Yep.
dinner for my time, I think, is a hell of a deal, right?
Well, okay. Adrian's putting it, in terms of quality of the dinner. Apparently, Adrian's got really high expectations for dinner if there's going to be some sort of hanky panky afterwards. Yeah, Keith, that's exactly right. Big ups to Keith today for coming through like a boss.
Yeah, that looks amazing in there.
Yep.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
Amy mentions that some people when they're denied, like that there's an expectation, right, of intimacy with a date, and when it's denied, people lose their mind when they don't get what they want. And I don't think that people should be giving into that just because you could let someone down, or I think we should lose the expectation.
Yep.
Sushi will get you laid with a lot of us.
Mary Lou, you in the house? All right. So Rachel Ann can be bought for sushi. Adrian still hasn't suggested exactly what Above and Beyond Applebee's will work. I'm kind of you could get me with a milkshake.
Give me with a milkshake.
Oh, so Adrian says it's it also depends on the company. So they'll put out for Applebee's depending on the company. See?
We'll put out for Applebee's.
Charlene, that's a shirt.
What?
We'll put out for Applebee's.
We'll put out for Applebee's. I don't think we can't get the licensing on
We're
that.
gonna get sued.
I'm gonna get sued. Famous last words.
One time I
Can we
wore
do
it-
like we'll put out for chicken wontons?
One time I had a name tag that said I'll do tricks for cheese sticks.
Well, hey, Rachel, we're absolutely going to sell it. Oh, yeah. We'll put out for a milkshake. I can do that one.
We'll put out for a sushi chef.
Listen, Cadillac Ranch isn't even a real restaurant. Like I don't even know what the hell a Cadillac Ranch is supposed to be. It's like some sort of like weird wannabe adult version of Chuck E. Cheese, terrible food, I don't know, just some weird vibe there.
My guilty pleasure is that I would totally put out for like Golden Corral.
Mary Lou's in the chat. Hi, Mary Lou.
I said
Hi,
Mary
Mary
Lou.
Lou.
I said Mary Lou in the house. Nobody heard me.
Yay. Sorry, I had to turn you down at one point because we were echoing again and I couldn't hear you guys.
Yeah, Jason, it's a real ranch, and the only Cadillac is one sitting on the building that looks fucking weird. I don't know. I ate there one time. I didn't like it. No, I ate there twice. I didn't like it. Zoe says I can have. Well, anybody can have Zoe for sour Skittles. Not Golden Corral.
It's good. It's consistent.
Ask Mary Lou if she likes Golden Corral.
Sorry, my chair sounds like it's like dying. Mm-mm.
I've never been to Golden Corral.
No.
I think Golden Corral is good for like a breakfasty sort of thing. Like if you're going to go for breakfast, because, you know, you can do eggs and those are hard to fuck up. And, you know, breakfast meats, which are generally cured meats, that's kind of hard to fuck up. The only thing you can really fuck up are the pancakes because they get dried out and whatever. But I think you can go for breakfast.
I just like that it's consistent. You know, if I want to go somewhere that's like okay at best quality cafeteria food, I know Golden Corral has my back, you know?
What's up, Michael? I think Michael's okay with the Golden Corral.
Golden Corral's good. Hooters? Is that what Michael's trying to say?
Listen, let's not get crazy. Just into the best breakfast place. I'm saying if you're going to eat there, breakfast is the best meal to do so there. Oh, Body Shop Golden Corral breakfast date? Golden Corral takeover?
It'd be cool if the Body Shop members got super fancy and we all went to Grand Concourse for their brunch on a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, Papa G ain't paying for that one.
Well, no, but like we could plan a hangout similar to like the meet and greet, you know?
Yeah, on a Sunday. Well, you know what? We did. There was conversation, and I hope I'm not speaking things into existence because I really, really, really don't want to go down this road. An up all night party ending in going to Golden Corral, but maybe it's not an up all night party. It just you kind of continue it.
Waffle House is about 30 minutes away.
There's a Golden Corral in Robinson.
There is a Golden Corral in Robinson, but Waffle House is 24/7, so it doesn't require an up all night sort of situation.
Well, that's true.
I've also never been to Waffle House.
Get in the car.
Me either. I've never been to Waffle House. Mary Lou always talks about the smothered and covered story about Waffle House, but yeah, even to this day, I still haven't been. You go for that. No, thank you. 20 open a 24-hour breakfast restaurant. Why not just open a good breakfast restaurant from like 5 in the morning to 10 or 11? Call it a day. So he says, let's go tonight to Waffle House. Melissa, I would make an argument that having limited food choices after 10 o'clock is not a terrible thing. At least not for me.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it's like even after like 6 or 7 o'clock, some places close.
True.
And it's like, well, what about people who work a little bit later than the regular 9 to 5, you know? Just want to be able to get good food. I don't care if it's healthy. I don't care about that in 10 years.
True. You know, bringing up Golden Corral and all you can eat sort of triggered a thought. I was actually watching, I was scrolling through TikTok. I think it was TikTok. Yeah. And there was a video, and it was some sort of hot, like, I think it was a porn star podcast or whatever, but they were interviewing, I think, porn stars or maybe pro-am or whatever. But there was one in it, and the girl was saying that I think her boyfriend was passed out, or maybe even her husband. I think she said it was her boyfriend, and she had gotten up and went out and hooked up with an ex-boyfriend, came home, literally got back into the bed. The boyfriend got back up and then went down on her, and afterwards made the comment that, oh my God, that was awesome. You tasted so good. She had never told him what he had done. Has that ever happened to anybody else? You're muted.
No, because consent.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah, I can't really hear.
You what?
Can't relate here.
Oh, can't relate. I thought you said you can't really hear. I was like, oh shit, I'm not retelling that story. Yeah, it seemed interesting that they were talking about it in that context. I didn't know if guys were that oblivious.
Jason says that there's a girl he's in love with deeply. Her name is Tiffany, and he would take her to the Waffle House.
So, a couple of questions for Jason. Does Tiffany know that you're in love with her? Is this an active girlfriend? And does she even like Waffle House? And what
Jason, do you have red hair and wear overalls?
Amy, I don't think it's our Tiffany. No. We haven't seen our Tiffany in quite some time. Tiffany squats.
Not Tiffany squats.
No, thank you. I do not consent. So, can we talk a little bit about what we did today?
If you'd like to.
Well, I think we should. I mean, we have an audience of 13. Ha ha ha.
Should we keep half of it a surprise though until Friday?
Oh, well, maybe you can suggest what half a surprise looks like.
Hold on. I'm doing the equivalent of whispering.
Tiffany in the Upside Down A Stranger Things?
I think the Upside Down is like from the show Stranger Things. I don't think any of us really watch
I love
that.
Stranger Things.
Okay, well, Sherilyn might understand, but she's not in the show technically, so she didn't read your comment.
All you need to know is Steve Harrington is mom.
I was referencing the Bride of Chucky.
Oh, I love Bride of Chucky.
We've had two votes for no surprises.
Well,
Not bad.
so really quick. So while we discuss behind the scenes whether or not we discuss this, I think we should. I think, but whatever. Zoe asked a question earlier today of us, and maybe for the 14 people that are watching, they can answer what their favorite horror movie was. What's Demogorgon?
That's like the thingy. It's like this in Stranger Things. They look like this. This is what their head looks like. You know?
I think I get it.
My fingers can't bend like that anymore. But it's like this.
Is the mouth in the middle? Yeah, okay. Yep, I get it. Here we go. So we got the original Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. Melissa says The Hills Have Eyes. Jason says the Michael Myers Friday. That's Friday the 13th, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because Jason Voorhees is Halloween. There you go.
Yeah. No, Jason Voorhees is Friday the 13th. Michael Myers is Halloween.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. I fucked it up.
And then Freddy Krueger is a Nightmare on Elm Street. Pinhead, Hellraiser. Ghostface, Scream.
Oh, yeah. Hellraiser. That was wildly
Jigsaw
erotic to me,
Saw.
also. Is that weird?
I really
Yeah.
liked the Hellraisers as well.
I like the pyramid heads in
Silent
Silent
Hill.
Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
My buddies.
Scream. I would
Is
fuck somebody with
Beetlejuice a
Scream
scary
mask.
movie?
Not particularly.
I mean, I guess if you're a little kid and you watch it, it seems scary.
Coraline is fucking terrifying.
Which one is that?
That's the like clay motion one with the other mother where she tries to like sew buttons into her eyes and turns into a spider. And like puts her parents in a snow globe.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Doesn't it
It's
sound like
it's
a horror
animated.
movie concept though?
It was marketed as like a kids movie.
Really?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, Keith. I'm with Keith on the Hellraiser thing. It was definitely had like that kink element to it.
Midsummer's interesting. Don't Worry, Darling is another good one. Nope.
Nope was weird.
Candyman, my fave.
We should get a list of these together to put on the news feed. So people can contribute. We're almost to Halloween.
I haven't. I don't think
October.
I've seen the newest Hellraiser.
I haven't seen the newest Hellraiser yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Amy says that it has a trans actress in it.
Oh, nice.
One of the most interesting horror movies I've watched was called Vivarium. You ever watch Vivarium?
It sounds super familiar, like I probably did, but I don't remember the premise.
So like the whole premise is this couple is looking, they just like wanted to go tour an apartment one day, like one of the like people that sell like housing communities and malls, you know. They followed him into this apartment like community, and
Horror
they
movie.
ended up getting trapped within it. They couldn't leave the apartment community. Like it just was never ending. Like it was like a different reality almost. It's a really good movie.
We're talking about scary movies.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one, Mary Lou?
You know which movie I thought was really scary when I was a kid, and watching it today, I kind of laugh. Cujo.
I still Trilogy of Terror.
I bet you Mary Lou says that one.
Christine,
Oh yes,
Murder Car.
yes. Christine was really fucking crazy.
The People Under the Stairs.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Mary Lou said it. Trilogy of Terror. She says it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's still on 13. We're still got 13 people watching. Duel. I'm not familiar with that one. Anyone know that one?
Yeah, me neither.
You ever watch Teeth?
No.
Teeth is a good one. The premise of Teeth is it's about this girl whose vagina grows teeth and can bite off penises.
Intense.
That would be probably a useful function in general.
Honestly, I agree. Or Rubber. about a tire that has like telekinesis powers that can make things explode. That just rolls around Nevada.
Okay.
Um, it's another one.
Children of the Corn, when I watched it as a kid, was very scary. That's we were talking about that earlier. When we were younger, the movies that we thought were really scary, watching as an adult, we're like, not so scary.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine. I wonder if it's relative to. I wonder if it's relative to like the time. And what I mean by that is this. So something that is scary to me today, is it terrifying to a child? Or are they just that much more acclimated to that so that it's a scary movie today for them, but 30 years from now, it's not?
I enjoyed House of a Thousand Corpses as well. Melissa said that she likes that one, and then his Rob Zombie's remake of Texas Chain Massacre.
Oh, look, the Body Shop's here.
Yeah, I think that's our lovely catering.
Yes. Teresa and Chelsea.
People Under the Stairs. Yes, that one was quite. That one got me when I was younger quite a bit.
The Strangers. Those people with those like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when that guy just lays down like in front of his lawnmower. What movie was that one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Say it again.
There's like a guy and he just gets off of his lawnmower. It was like a riding mower and he lays down in front of it. He was like possessed. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm. Boy, you bring up horror movies and they they go crazy.
Yeah. So I was wrong on who's controlling the Body Shop account.
Oh.
To the catering.
Oh, it must be Mary Lou, and you. She'd be bopping around. Teeth. There's Mary Lou. Okay, who the heck's playing around with the Body Shop account? It's got to be Chelsea then.
Yes. I'm glad someone knows what I'm talking about.
Lawnmower Man? Wasn't that more of a I remember Lawnmower Man being more of like almost like a tech movie, like he was turning into like a computer or something. Right? Do you remember that one, Ann?
No.
No? Speaking of M. Night Shyamalan, what about Cabin in the Woods?
Is it happening? That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. I've seen Cabin in the Woods.
Which one was The Happening?
The Happening is the one where the guy gets out and
The lawnmower?
lays down, in front of his lawnmower. A lot of Guillermo del Toro's horror movies, though, were really good.
Well, that's again speaking Mary Lou's love language.
The Orphanage was really good. That was probably one of my favorites growing up.
Mm. So we're about 45 minutes in. I'm going to spill the tea a little bit. So we are unveiling a little bit some changes to the Body Shop this weekend. I will tell you that one of the changes is that we have set up the lounge a little differently for this weekend, but we made some changes to sort of to connect it with our 3+ event this weekend on Saturday, which is basically geared towards anybody looking for a third or more. So not the traditional couples only type events or whatever. If you're into singles or more, this weekend, this Saturday would be a great event for you to attend. We will also have something very special for you that night. Is that enough of a cliffhanger? Do you guys want to add anything to that since I spilled a little tea? Anything you can jazz it up with without giving it away?
I don't know.
How about this? There'll be more to see.
More to see, for sure.
What do you say? Yeah.
Let's just say this Saturday. And those of you that come on Friday, I should say also, because you'll be able to see as well, which is our first time having a first time event.
It is.
So I guess maybe we should take a few moments and explain it.
Well, I mean, if we don't explain it, someone can just bring in their blindfolded sub and like they won't even know where the heck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, when did blindfolds come into play?
Nothing.
Wait, what's wrong with blindfolds?
Well, because we want people to
Like
consent to entering the facility, so they can't be blindfolded on their way in.
True.
Oh, we can. I think that would make it more fun, don't you?
Like the little like.
No, we just get a
Reveal.
bunch of blindfolds, and when they come in,
Cinematic reveal.
you walk them in with
It's
blindfolds.
like
This is
like
one
the
of
home
those.
improvement type gig with the bus. Move that bus.
No, I think this is where like the prior permission thing comes into play.
Yeah, but what if we maybe that's a whole nother, hold on. We're going to talk off camera about this one.
Okay, save it for after the show.
Yeah. So first time this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
what we're doing for new members is hosting sort of an introductory open house type event for those who have never been to the club before to come see it in a basically no pressure environment. Not that there is any pressure on any other night of the club to participate in anything. However, being in that environment can make you feel a little anxious, and like some people just go with the flow because they would rather do that than say no and feel awkward. So this is one of those opportunities where you can come into a literal no pressure environment, see the club in a way that most members are going to see it, which is with the lights set as it normally is. We'll have some music playing. There's going to be staff there. We'll give you a tour. And I see we're going to have a visitor here real quick. I'm going to pop them in. We'll give you a tour and everything, but let's see if we can bring them in. What's up, Mary Lou?
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Mary Lou.
I'm fine. How are you guys?
We're
Welcome,
good.
welcome.
I am having some technical difficulties here and I couldn't get on. I've tried every single account and I'm like, hello.
Well,
So-
you got in.
I finally got in. Yes, I am here now.
See,
So-
with time, patience, and lots of lubrication, you can always get in.
So how's it going, everyone?
Hello.
Good. Good. We were talking about the first time event that we're doing on Friday and just kind of going over the concepts of it.
Okay.
And so basically it's a night for new people to come see the club in a no pressure environment. Mary Lou and I will be there. We'll be able to answer questions, kind of give you guys some tips and pointers about how to navigate the club and the club environment. Ann and Zoe and other staff are going to be there. Chelsea and Teresa. I think Sherilyn. We're all going to be there to sort of help you through that and answer any questions and hopefully quell any fears about
Mhm.
being at a club in a real live environment. So, but we're going to take you on a tour. You're going to see things. You're going to see the dungeon and the dance floor and the deck. You're going to see my big deck. And then we'll show you if you attend on Friday, you'll see some of the changes that we are deliberately hiding from people um, online, and all the play areas, the private rooms. You'll be able to ask questions. You know, we have things that I promise you have never seen before.
Cool.
So that's what's this Friday. And
I'm
then
definitely
and then
excited.
3+ on Saturday. So
Cool.
um so Mary Lou, since you popped in, can you speak freely?
Yeah, I mean, not like any of them are gonna understand.
So we were talking you know, we're doing the 3+ event. You know, as a sexologist,
Hmm.
with the clients that you've spoken with,
Yeah.
how many of them are participating in what we would call traditional swinging, which is like really couple swapping, or you know, swapping partners in that regard, or more like a threesome type scenario, or threesomes and more? um, what do you find right now is more of the trend?
Um, right now, I wouldn't say it's in that traditional um, swinger definition. Right now, I'm getting a lot more of people that are just looking to come into the sphere, more so in that E&M aspect of things, in which they either both are bisexual or one is, and they're just looking for a different avenues or different things to spice their marriage up, and not necessarily swapping.
Do you find that most people are in committed relationships, like married like that, or are there a lot of more casual relationships that are exploring those options?
Uh, I think that's more like a 50-50. I really am getting a little bit of everything in that aspect. Traditional married couples, singles, and just, those that are currently dating, and again, trying to find something new and have different experiences. So that's basically where it's kind of been right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you find you're getting most of your clients through the club?
Um, I'd say maybe 60-40.
Okay.
No,
60% from the club or 40% from the club?
40% from the club.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because
Okay.
for a lot of those people, they've already have taken that first step of actually coming in and doing an application and trying to become a part of the community. That are might have some questions of, like, how do I handle jealousy, or how do I handle setting up boundaries. The 60% are pretty much, you know, people that are coming new into the club and being like, okay, wait a minute, what's this all about? So they're more so in that, like, how do we step into this realm? And let's talk
Okay.
to the person that's kind of like there to get
What
an idea.
what is the most common, or like, if you had to give one piece of advice for somebody who is, or a couple, or even a throuple, or people looking to explore polyamory, what's the best advice you can give them if you had to tell them one thing when exploring that?
Um, don't go into this situation having expectations, because everyone works in different time frames. Like, for example, you might suggest something to me, and I'm going to be like, okay, um, I'm not ready for everything. where you might be ready to jump in full blast.
Right.
So it's really just kind of taking the time to slowly, you know, work it out between the two of you or the three of you or four of you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I have to clue people in. We're not laughing at what Mary Lou is saying.
I know.
So,
I was like getting a little bit of a complex there. I'm like, am I? What's
so
behind me that you guys are chuckling?
poor Anne and Zoe are, they all share an office right now and studio, which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say too
Carolyn
much,
stepped
but
away and her alarm started going off, and it's playing like an alternate version of a known song, but with like some changes. And
Okay.
we're muted, luckily, but we're trying not to laugh because this thing's just going off.
It was a rock cover of "I Will Survive."
well, let me tell you what I could hear in here. I could hear rah, 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 rah,
Oh my god!
all I
I
could
just
hear
started
coming through the door.
laughing.
And
Yeah,
here
it plays
I'm
a song instead of like an alarm noise.
and I'm thinking that you guys are hearing them,
Your alarm went off.
the people here singing "Happy Birthday" to my mom.
No. Yeah, Mary Lou is in Cleveland tonight to be there for her mother's birthday.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you a story. Here's me last night. I'm at P-Town,
Uh-huh.
and actually it was not at P-Town. It was right before I got to P-Town. I'm typing in my phone, and I can schedule text messages. So I type out something really cool in Spanish, and I plug it in, and I'm like, okay, I put it like right for straight up 12 o'clock. Like I'm going to be the first text she gets, right? So I get up in the morning, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, oh shit, the fucking thing didn't go off. I'm like, what the hell? And I look at it. I set it for noon.
Well, just so you know, Merce Sausage was the first official happy birthday
That
text that my mom
motherfucker. What a kiss ass.
So yeah, but she was very surprised by your text message. You forgot the
I didn't forget shit. Google did whatever the hell that was.
well, there was no ñ on
Well,
the N, so she was like, "What is he trying to say here?" But no, it was very much appreciated.
good. So Jason asked a question, and I hopefully Jason's still on. That I can get some context, or maybe you guys understand. Said, speaking of events, the event page, it's changed quite a few times this past week. Can you discuss a little about the process of that? It's getting difficult to organize plan when it shifts so frequently. I think what they're asking, and they can confirm this. We have been moving a couple events around here and there this past week within the schedule. And to be blunt, I only moved events if there were 0 signups for it. We were trying to make some schedule changes and to fit some things in going into October, November, December, so that they all work moving forward. So if you notice that, I do apologize. That's 100% on me. I just trying to make things better. So
We like to change things up.
oh, you're muted.
I was like, switch home.
We like to change things up.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that part of the reason why we're all sort of in this is to have a variety of things to sample and try?
New experiences.
Yes.
Yeah, and if we don't change things around, and if we don't move things around and come up with a few surprises here and there, I mean, just becomes the same old club, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and no, I won't be running around naked.
So I'm looking at some of the messages from earlier, and I see there has been a lot of food talk.
Oh
Food
yeah,
talk?
you're talking about like when you're taking on a date and the expectation to put out, and then
Is
everybody had to chime in on what they would or wouldn't put out for.
Ah.
Yeah. We established that some people will not put out for Applebee's, while
Sushi was a big hit.
yeah, sushi
But what
was
was it?
almost a definite. Like
Sushi.
Oh, sushi. Yeah.
Yeah. And if
milkshake.
that's the case, Mary Lou, you owe me a lot of sex.
Well, I mean,
Sushi bomb?
wait a minute. Okay, sushi
forgot
bomb
the
is
sushi
all
bomb.
you can eat.
Right. You
Yes,
owe me a
but
lot of sex.
hold up. Just because I can eat a lot of sushi while we're there does not say that that's a multitude of dates. So there should be a multitude of putouts based on the number of rolls that I eat.
I agree.
Okay. Can we
It's
then
just one
establish,
date.
since we established that we can't spread it out over a period of days or dates, can we confine that if you can eat as much as you want at Sushi Bomb until you say no more, then the reciprocating sex should be the same. Like
Okay,
it
well,
doesn't
Is the
I
stop
ratio is
until
the
I say no
ratio
more.
one is the ratio like one you get like one
for
play
each roll you
session
get
per
something.
roll?
Like one
Yeah.
pop per roll.
I think this sounds like it should be pre-negotiated before the dinners are, and I don't think you can retroact anything like that without prior consent from the other individual involved.
Or instead of sushi bomb, just get like that giant Costco tray.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I have another wrench to throw into that. We go to Sushi Bomb with Ronnie a lot. Rockin' Ronnie. What's
Yeah,
he
so
getting
what
out of this?
Well, wait a minute. He's got to buy first.
So wait a minute. What do you owe Rockin' Ronnie then?
Well, we talked about that earlier because he's
Okay.
been sending all these lights, and I talked to him. I think it was this morning on the phone. Might have been, yeah, it was this morning, and
You asked how big your bill was.
I was asking I said how big is the bill, and then
Uh-huh.
we were talking. He's like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And I said, you know what, I just figured it out. You heard about my head game.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
You know what's crazy about sushi bomb though? The best thing on the menu is literally the corn dog nuggets.
They are good.
What?
The corn dog nuggets that they have at Sushi Bomb is the best thing on the menu. Hands down.
Mhm.
So Ken says that the Costco roll needs to be pre-negotiated. I agree. I listen.
Yep.
I'm not trying to retroactively activate any sort of reciprocal sex. No, if Mary Lee wants to offer that because she feels terrible about all the sushi she's eaten and not provided the reciprocative sex for.
This sounds like pressure.
I'm just
I thought he
thinking,
was wait a minute. I thought you were gonna go with, if I wanted to make up for the fact that, I'm currently out of town and you're not here with me, blah 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 kind of thing.
whoa, wait a minute. What did you do today? And what like let's talk about your day versus this day here. I'm not saying
Um,
we had a terrible day bad here. It was actually a great day, but
okay.
didn't you have a great day?
I had a great day, yeah. I didn't say it was bad or anything.
You're
Hmm.
celebrating your mom's birthday.
Yeah, I went to Corbo's Bakery, picked
Yeah.
her up a cake, and also my aunt picked up like another $50 worth of pastries. I'm like, oh my god. Came home, ate said cake. Uh,
Not the whole one, not the whole thing.
not the whole thing. Uh, uh, then we went and looked at the monarch butterflies at Whiskey Park.
How was
And
that?
then
Oh,
that was cute. That was really good. And then from there we went to the casino. Bad, bad.
no
Very
money one.
My aunt and my mom did great. Me, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then we went to the Spanish cuisine restaurant, Mallorca, for dinner.
Nice.
How was
Sounds
Mallorca?
delicious.
Yeah, Mallorca was great. We
Sounds
all went the seafood route. We saw it and we ate it. No. But no, and then my aunt told them at the restaurant that it was my mom's birthday, so we got more cake.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Sounds
So-
terrible.
Yeah. So it was that kind of day. And now I am back home watching, well, they're watching Spanish soap operas. And I
Not the
came in
Spanish dating game.
the Spanish dating game is on right now, and
Mhm.
then the soap opera comes on after that.
Nice.
For those Telemundo aficionados. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't turned on my TV in like 2 weeks.
Good.
Wow.
Well, my
I
stuff
just watch marble runs all day.
Yeah.
Just Marble Olympics.
Okay, so I actually fell asleep watching Barbie the other night. Like I passed out on the couch.
To your credit, it was late.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was like
It
1
was
in the
very
Do
morning.
you rent it or is it on a platform right now?
We'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah, it's currently on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can rent
okay.
it on
You
Amazon
can
Prime.
rent it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a Prime account.
Cool.
So yeah. So once I get off of here with you guys, I'm going to head in and watch the uh the Spanish dating game.
All right. Well, we're actually going to do our sign off. We ended up
Cool.
now we're running about 6 minutes over, so you're either welcome to stay or you can dip out and we'll do the sign off. What would you
Okay.
like to do?
Well, I am going to go ahead and dip out. I'll see everyone later.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Mary Lou.
Good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I guess I should take her off. I guess we could have done that. You guys ready to sign off? Oh, everyone's muted. What do you think? You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
I
ready?
think I
Are you
was
forgetting
told about
anything,
dessert.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
forgetting
dessert.
anything,
Yeah, we
G?
got a zippity doo dah out of here because we have to
G,
get
are
some
you
dessert.
forgetting anything?
Am I forgetting anything?
Any questions?
No, I'm not actually. I do appreciate people sticking around to the very end of the show. As promised, last week Zoe asked or told a dad joke, and if you got it right, you were going to get $5 in Body Shop points. However, because nobody got it, we're rolling that over into this week, and this week I'm going to ask a bit of trivia, and the first person to get the question right will have $10 worth of Body Shop points deposited into their account. The trivia question is in what year was the Body Shop brand founded?
Oh, that's a good one.
First one to get it right. I'm curious to see if anybody actually knows it up front. I'm going to say neither one of you do. The brand. Not the start of the Pittsburgh Club, but the actual Body Shop brand. Zoe is right. So it's kind of a trick question.
Zoe for the win.
Zoe got the win. Zoe gets $10 in Body Shop points deposited into their account and to be used this weekend if they so choose. It's actually a trick question. The Body Shop technically opened in 2011. However, the Body Shop was not originally the Body Shop. It was called the Rec Room. And the reason it was called the Rec Room is REC is an acronym for Relationship Enhancement Center or Relationship Enhancement Club. Many people ask the question, what does the RECPA mean over the bar? It's Relationship Enhancement Centers of Pennsylvania. In 2012, we changed the name from Rec Room to the Body Shop. So 2012 is the accurate answer.
But we still affectionately have RECPA in our somewhere in there.
Yes. Yes,
Correct.
RecPod does actually exist as an entity. Did Mary Lou want to come back in? No? Okay. Mary Lou's sitting in the studio, in the back studio. So anyway, so Zoe for the win. Yay.
Good
Wow.
job, Zoe.
Very good. I'm impressed.
Mhm.
Right out of the box. Anyway, so for those of you that would like to learn more about the Body Shop, potentially become a member, visit for your first time this Friday. Visit bodyshopclubs.com, hit the Apply Now button, fill out your application, watch your consent awareness policies video, do your age verification. Once your application is approved, you will be able to attend this Friday. All you need to do is buy a entry ticket. If you decide after the event, before you leave, that you actually want to become a member, we were going to roll that door fee right into your membership. So it ends up becoming pretty much effectively free. So, and a great for you to come see the club. If you need more professional help, as you may have heard earlier, you can visit marylounew.com and speak to a board certified sexologist who does also happen to be my wife, although she's in Cleveland right now. So you might be able to do that tomorrow. Anything else before we go, guys?
Not that I can think of.
That's it.
Nothing off my dome.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys watching tonight. We are going to be here next Wednesday, same time, 8:05. We're not going to do any outro again this time. We're just going to zippity doo dah on and out of here. And you guys have a good night.
Bye.